This is the 2026 Chevrolet Trailblazer, and this is the 2026 Mazda CX-30. Both are small SUVs, both are easy to drive, but one gives you more space, while the other makes driving more fun. So which one is the better buy? Let's put them side by side. This is the 2026 Chevrolet Trailblazer, a small SUV built for everyday driving, practicality, and getting around town. And this is the 2026 Mazda CX-30, a small SUV with a more premium feel and a strong focus on driving. At first, they look pretty similar, but they have very different personalities. The Trailblazer is about space and practicality. The CX-30 is about style and driving feel. Let's compare them, one thing at a time. The Trailblazer has a bold look. The front is modern, the body is upright, and it looks bigger than you might expect from such a small SUV. It's practical, but it doesn't look boring. Trailblazer advantage: a bold design with a more useful upright shape. Trailblazer disadvantage: it doesn't have the same premium appearance as the Mazda. Now, the Mazda CX-30. The CX-30 looks more elegant. The body has smooth lines. The front grille gives it a premium appearance, and from some angles, it almost looks like a much more expensive SUV. CX-30 advantage: premium-looking design that stands out. CX-30 disadvantage: the stylish design sacrifices some of the practical boxy shape of the Chevy. So, what's the difference? The Trailblazer looks practical and adventurous. The CX-30 looks sleek and premium. But the real question is, which one gives you the better place to spend your time? The Chevrolet Trailblazer. The cabin is designed around everyday use. There's good visibility, the controls are simple, and the upright shape gives you a useful amount of room. You can take the kids, load some groceries, and still have space for your everyday stuff. Trailblazer advantage: practical cabin with good everyday usability. Trailblazer disadvantage: the interior doesn't feel as upscale as the Mazda. Now, the Mazda CX-30. This is where Mazda makes its case. The cabin feels more premium. The materials look better. The dashboard is clean, and everything feels carefully designed. You might forget you're driving a small SUV. CX-30 advantage: a more upscale interior. CX-30 disadvantage: the rear seat area feels tighter than the Chevy. So, what's the difference? The Trailblazer is built for getting the job done. The CX-30 is built for enjoying the drive. If performance matters, Mazda gets the edge. The Chevrolet Trailblazer gives buyers two engine choices. The standard engine makes around 137 horsepower. A larger turbocharged engine available on higher versions makes around 155 horsepower. In simple terms, it's enough for normal city driving, highway cruising, daily errands, and getting around town. Trailblazer advantage: two engine choices. Trailblazer disadvantage: neither engine is designed to deliver exciting performance. Now, the Mazda CX-30. The standard engine makes around 191 horsepower, and higher versions can offer a turbocharged engine with up to 250 horsepower when using premium fuel. That's a big jump. The CX-30 feels much more eager when you step on the gas. CX-30 advantage: much stronger available performance. CX-30 disadvantage: the stronger engine comes on more expensive versions and can cost more to run. So, what's the difference? The Trailblazer is built for getting the job done. The CX-30 is built for enjoying the drive. If performance matters, Mazda gets the edge. The Trailblazer is easygoing. The driving position gives you a good view, it's easy to maneuver, and its compact size makes it useful around town. Parking? No big deal. Traffic? Easy enough. Trailblazer advantage: easy and practical daily driving. Trailblazer disadvantage: it doesn't feel especially exciting behind the wheel. Now, the Mazda CX-30. The CX-30 feels different. The steering feels more responsive. The vehicle feels more connected to the road. And even a normal trip to the grocery store can feel a little more enjoyable. CX-30 advantage: more engaging driving experience. CX-30 disadvantage: the sportier feel comes with a slightly firmer personality. So, what's the difference? The Trailblazer gets you where you need to go. The CX-30 makes the journey more interesting, and that's a big difference for someone who actually enjoys driving. Let's start with the Trailblazer. This is one of its biggest strengths. The upright shape gives you useful passenger and cargo space. Fold the rear seats, and you have even more room. It's small on the outside, but surprisingly useful inside. Trailblazer Advantage, better choice for buyers who prioritize space and practicality. Trailblazer Disadvantage, the cabin materials aren't as premium as the Mazda. Now, the Mazda CX-30. The CX-30 has enough room for everyday life. Groceries, backpacks, small luggage, no problem. But if you're regularly carrying adults in the back, the Trailblazer has the advantage. CX-30 Advantage, good cargo space for its size. CX-30 Disadvantage, rear passenger space is tighter. So what's the difference? Trailblazer wins practicality. CX-30 wins cabin quality. And depending on what you need, that could decide the whole comparison. Let's start with the Trailblazer. This is one of its biggest strengths. The upright shape gives you useful passenger and cargo space. Fold the rear seats and you have even more room. It's small on the outside, but surprisingly useful inside. Trailblazer Advantage, better choice for buyers who prioritize space and practicality. Trailblazer Disadvantage, the cabin materials aren't as premium as the Mazda. Now, the Mazda CX-30. The CX-30 has enough room for everyday life. Groceries, backpacks, small luggage, no problem. But if you're regularly carrying adults in the back, the Trailblazer has the advantage. CX-30 Advantage, good cargo space for its size. CX-30 Disadvantage, rear passenger space is tighter. So what's the difference? Trailblazer wins practicality. CX-30 wins cabin quality. And depending on what you need, that could decide the whole comparison. The Chevrolet Trailblazer offers a large center touchscreen. The layout is simple. You can connect your phone, use navigation, and access your entertainment. It feels modern without being complicated. Trailblazer Advantage. Simple and easy to use technology. Trailblazer Disadvantage. Some premium features depend on the trim. Now, the Mazda CX-30. The Mazda also gives you modern technology, but the cabin puts more emphasis on the driver's experience. The display is easy to see, and the controls are designed to be used without constantly reaching for the screen. CX-30 Advantage, a clean, driver-focused technology setup. CX-30 Disadvantage, the system can take some time to get used to if you're coming from a touchscreen-heavy vehicle. The Trailblazer. Because it's small, it doesn't need a huge engine. That helps keep fuel use reasonable. It's a good fit for people who spend most of their time driving around town. Trailblazer Advantage. Small size and smaller engines can help keep fuel costs reasonable. Trailblazer Disadvantage. The weaker engines mean you give up performance. Now, the Mazda CX-30. The Mazda is also relatively efficient for its class, but the turbo version gives you significantly more power. And naturally, more performance can mean higher fuel costs. CX-30 Advantage. Good balance between performance and efficiency. CX-30 Disadvantage. The turbo version isn't the choice for someone chasing the lowest fuel bill. Now, let's talk money. The Chevrolet Trailblazer starts lower. That's one of its biggest advantages. You can get a small SUV with modern technology, useful space, and a strong warranty without spending luxury SUV money. Trailblazer Advantage. Lower starting price. Trailblazer Disadvantage. The more desirable trims can push the price up quickly. The Mazda CX-30 costs more in many configurations, but you're paying for a more premium cabin, more powerful engine choices, and a more engaging driving experience. CX-30 Advantage. More premium experience for the money. CX-30 Disadvantage. Higher price than the Trailblazer. So, which one should you buy? Choose the 2026 Chevrolet Trailblazer if you want more practical space, a lower price, easy everyday driving, and a small SUV that's simple to live with. The Trailblazer is the practical choice. Now, choose the 2026 Mazda CX-30 if you want a more premium cabin, better performance, sharper handling, and a small SUV that's actually fun to drive. The CX-30 is the driver's choice. So, Trailblazer equals practicality and value. CX-30 equals style and driving fun. Want more space? Trailblazer. Want more performance? CX-30. Want the lower price? Trailblazer. Want the more premium experience? CX-30. Now it's your turn. Which one would you take home? The Chevrolet Trailblazer or the Mazda CX-30? Drop your choice in the comments.